Today we will talk about the laws of living nature. The laws of life have captivated human minds through the whole history. Let's start with the question, what is the law? A scientific law is a statement that describes a consistent and universal relationship observed in nature, supported by empirical evidence and has predictive power. BioTRIZ includes all these components. So what makes BioTRIZ laws truly scientific laws? Let's break it down. Universality of the law. BioTRIZ laws apply everywhere, in all scales, from microscopic to entire ecosystem. While all challenges can be different, the contradictions, which are in the core of any challenge, stay the same. That's why the laws are so powerful. They solve problems whether you are designing a robot or studying the butterfly. And because of the same law works at macro and micro scales, the scaling effect disappears. So that's the major achievement of BioTRIZ laws, disappearing of the scaling effect. We don't care about scaling effect when we apply BioTRIZ laws. That's a game changer in biomimicry or biomimetics. Second, predictive power. BioTRIZ laws do not just explain the past, they help us anticipate what could happen next. Each BioTRIZ law includes practical rules for innovators to help predict outcomes and guide the solution to avoid not desirable outcomes. So we see that predictive power of BioTRIZ laws are here with us. The third criteria for being scientific law is mathematical modeling and logic. The core BioTRIZ laws, number 44, 49 and 50, are backed up with real data and framed in both mathematical and logical models, making them solid and structured. BioTRIZ laws also have explanatory power. BioTRIZ helps us see the big picture. It unites different behaviors across species and different sizes under the simple framework. Causality is one of the compulsory properties of the scientific law. Causes and effects in biology can be completely messy, especially with free will involved in this process. We have the joke that animal behaves like it damn wants. But BioTRIZ laws focus on the deeper mechanisms that underline this process of which is affected by free will behavior. Consistency is the last compulsory condition for the scientific law, and BioTRIZ also has this property. When applied to the same kind of contradiction, BioTRIZ laws produce consistent, reliable solution. That's the strength of the BioTRIZ matrix. It's repeatable and reliable. In fact, there is one more compulsory condition for the law being scientific. It should be grounded in data. Every BioTRIZ law is rooted in real biological evidence. They are not guesses. They are the result of observing life patterns in action. You might wonder, why are the most important laws, like law number 44, fundamental equation of life, and the law number 50, the law of self-organization, are at the very end of the list of the laws? Shouldn't they be the first? Good question. Actually, they are placed at the end on purpose. These laws are the most fundamental and unified. To truly understand them, you need first to explore the earliest laws. Think of the earlier laws as building blocks. Each one gives context and clarity to the bigger picture that's described by the latest, the most fundamental laws. Are these laws based on actual biology or they are purely theoretical? That might be the question. They are absolutely grounded in biology. Every law in its framework is backed by biological data. Together they form a kind of meta-theory, a way to make sense of all the patterns and clever solutions that life has come up with during the evolution. If you are curious, all the research and examples are detailed in the supporting materials of this course or in our book, Laws of Living Nature, Biology for Innovation. There is a dictionary, the translation from the lexicon of and terminology of engineering to the biological phenomena described by science, I mean biology as science. You might also wonder why laws are numbered the way they are. We did this intentionally to make the laws compatible with BioTRIZ inventive principles. You may remember that I noticed previously that BioTRIZ also has the biological origin. It's all about thinking, and thinking is biological phenomena. So full compatibility of the laws of biology and the inventive principles of BioTRIZ are obvious. Such numbering links biological thinking to engineering logic, making it easier to connect these two domains. And yes, you're right, many of the laws feel like interconnected and sometimes look similar. It's not accident. The laws are like overlapping tiles on the roof. They wouldn't let you miss the solution. Even one doesn't catch the solution, another one will. And this redundancy and flexibility is from biology we transferred into the list of laws of nature, just like nature does. And finally, you may ask, why are the same laws we can see in completely different species, from butterflies to dolphins? That's because these laws aren't about one creature or another. They are about how life works. They describe how contradictions get resolved using whatever resources are available. That's why the same law can show up in completely different organisms. This is the same logic, just adapted to different bodies and environments.